Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. All black everything. Come on in. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Like, you share, subscribe, and thumbs up. Like, yeah, tagging, getting into it. We are still on this new series, We Done Lied To slash Did You Know? And we're going to check out this beautiful, informative text here. Excuse me, real quick. I apologize, y'all. Let's go all the way. We back, we back, we back. Power of Now. Got that Eckhart Tolle. It's beautiful information here. Just want to share my perspective on some of these, you know, great points and things that go on in this set inside this book. But we're gonna start with reading, and I'm gonna give you my little analysis on what it does for me. And it says, Chapter 1: You are not your mind. The greatest obstacle to enlightenment. Enlightenment. What is that? A beggar had been sitting by the side of the road for over 30 years. One day, a stranger walked by. Quote, spare some change? End quote. Mumbled the beggar, mechanically holding out his old baseball cap. I have nothing to give you, said the stranger. Then he asked, what is that you're sitting on? Nothing, replied the beggar. Just an old box. I have been sitting on it for as long as I can remember. Ever look inside? Asked the stranger. No, said the beggar. What's the point? There's nothing in there. Have a look inside, insisted the stranger. The beggar managed to pry open the lid. With astonishment, disbelief, and elation, he saw that the box was filled with gold. I am that stranger who has nothing to give you and who is telling you to look inside. Not inside any box, as in the parable, but somewhere even closer, inside yourself. I am not a beggar, I can hear you say. Those who have not found their true wealth, which is radiant joy of being, and the deep, unshakable peace that comes with it, are beggars, even if they have a great material wealth. Oh, excuse me, great material wealth. They are looking outside for scraps of pleasure, of or fulfillment, or validation, security, or love, while they have a treasure within that is not, excuse me, that not only includes all things, but is infinitely greater than anything the world can offer. That's a beautiful thing. So it's just in that little span, it's showing or explaining how we have been programmed, conditioned to look for everything outside of ourselves to bring us joy, happiness, whatever it is that we may be looking for. When the real joy comes from within and being present in the now moments. And yeah, so it'll continue. It says the word enlightenment conjures up the idea of some superhuman accomplishment, and the ego likes to keep it that way. But it is simply your natural state of felt oneness with being. It is a state of connectedness with something immeasurable and indestructible, something that almost paradoxically is essentially you and yet is much greater than you at the same time. It is finding yourself, your true nature beyond name and form. The inability to feel this connectedness gives rise to the illusion of separation from yourself and from the world around you. You then perceive yourself consciously or unconsciously as an isolated fragment. Fear arises. and conflict within and without becomes the norm. So we've also been conditioned and taught that we are separate from things like nature, other people, you know, animals. But when you understand and come to the realization of everything is connected, we are all small parts of the greater source, then we can begin to really live and, you know, have that joy that we seek outside of ourselves and in other people, things like that. Being enlightened, now that's a beautiful thing when you come to it. Separation is the greatest illusion, as it said, as it's stated in the book. So we're just gonna keep it short and sweet. I like this book very much. We're gonna come back to it and, you know, break it down a little bit. So separation, fear, um, being disconnected from yourself. Everything that you desire comes from within, not and then, you know, comes out from within. Remember, all things are connected. That's why it's so much nonsense going on in the world. Separation, separation, separation. Some people don't like nature, can't get along with nature. We all know some people are. We'll keep it PG right now. But yeah, power of now, being in the present moment, staying there, you know, stop trying to live in the past, start trying to live in the future, because everything that ever happened only happened now. Whatever now moment that was, things can't happen in the past. You can't go back and change it. Things. So think about it. Think about it. You know, research though, and maybe you'll find it if you haven't already. Peace and love. It's all black everything. iTunes. Did you know? We're gonna keep it rolling. Like you share, subscribe it, thumbs up like a hitchhiking. Channel was growing. I appreciate you, each and every one of you, wherever you are in the world, because we're getting many, many views from all over the world. And much love to all of you.